Hello, everyone, and welcome to Team Lawrence. I'm your host, Pat Brock, the Public Information Officer for Lawrence County Schools, and it is the first day of school, and our first stop here is Southwest Lawrence Elementary, and we got the man in charge here, Mr. Ed Bland, with us. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Miss Pat.
Good to see you.
You too.
Now, listen, how has your time as an administrator and a principal gone? How many years do you have in education?
This is year 30.
Lord have mercy.
Flown by, too.
You're getting younger every day.
Yeah, tell it, tell it.
Talk to us about how, in preparing for this new year, what all you all been working on.
All right, we'll start with our theme, and our theme this year is Southwest Lawrence is totally rad, and our acronym for rad is, and our theme is back to the 90s. It'd have been preferable to be back to the 80s because I know a little bit better about that, but anyway, so our theme is being totally rad, and R being reflecting on what we have done and what we are doing, and A being aspiring to be better after reflection, and D being developing our kids to be the best they can be as we develop ourselves to be the best we can be.
That's amazing. I love that very much. And here it is, coming off of summer, pre-planning. You got a lot of new teachers coming in. You got a lot of seasoned ones. How do you kind of get them to shake the dust off to get back into the swing of things?
Well, that one day late start, I don't think anybody fussed about that, but it was a great day this morning. We had a lot of parents walk their kids in this morning. We do that for the first few days. And quite honestly, we have less crying when the kids get dropped off than they do when the parents come in, because those emotions spill over into the kids. But I'll tell you, we have a great group of people. We're happy about our new hires this year. We were able to hire some of our student teachers as teachers this year, which meant we had parapro openings, so we hired a lot of local family of teachers, some not teachers, but family from this area. And we like trying to do that, but man, it's been a great mix so far. Our new hires have come in and just rolled with the flow. It's been a great start. It really has.
That's good. Now, do you know your new hires by name?
I think so. There were several.
Okay.
I hope I don't forget all of them. So we have Miss Jessica Barlow. She's a kindergarten teacher. She's got 10 years experience, I think it is, from Blakely County. And we've got Miss Megan Morgan Warren. She's a SPED teacher. And we've got Miss Lindsay Fordham, Miss Taylor Sapp, and Miss Amber Rogers that were parapros here in the past, got their foot in the door and was able to hire them as teachers. And they're going to be great. We've got Miss Bailey Horn. Her mom's a teacher in the area. We've got Miss Megan McDaniel. You met her this morning. Kayla Drew, she's kin to one of our secretaries, and she is so sweet. She's going to be a great fit. Miss Carla Powell, Miss Ginger Smith, who's been a long-term sub here. Linda Arnett, a long-term sub here, and was able to hire them. And that's what I encourage everybody to do. Get your foot in the door, and that's the way to get your foot in the door is become a sub and then work your way in as you're trying to get here. So
For sure.
Gosh, I hope I didn't forget any.
If you didn't, we'll find out soon enough.
I'll be in the doghouse tomorrow if I did.
Day 2, Ed Bland. But just bringing in the new faces, some who are very seasoned, some who are graduates of West Lawrence or East Lawrence, having them come in and to work with those kids. Southwest, you already have a great reputation, and so here it is with these new ones coming in. They're only going to add to that.
Yeah, we did have 2 transfers. Miss Dunn from the middle school and Miss Brady from Northwest, and we're glad to have them. And we have some transfers going the other way, and it's great that we can just keep these great people in our county and not lose them. And but we're looking for a great year.
And we are too. I mean, they hit the ground running this morning, ladies and gentlemen. These kids, for the most part, were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, as well as the staff. You've got a beautiful theme going on here. We're going to get to meet some of those new employees that you were telling us about, and just to kind of hear their story and let us know what their journey has been like. Anything else you want to make sure you let the people of Dublin, Lawrence County know, Mr. Bland, about Southwest Lawrence?
Southwest Lawrence is the best little school on the planet, so come and join us.
You heard it, Southwest Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for all that you do. You're great at what you do, and in rallying your team together, and let's look for a great year here at Southwest Lawrence Elementary.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Principal Edwin Bland.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
You ready to meet the latest addition to the family? The money you saved us with auto owners helped make it all possible. It really is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Excuse me?
Third best thing.
Third best thing.
Auto Owners offers discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance because they think the more you protect, the more you should save. That's simple human sense.
Ask Curry Maffett Insurance in Dublin and Augusta if auto owners make sense for you.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, when you're talking about hot off the press, we are in the 4th grade classroom here of Miss Leslie Watson. How are you, darling?
I am doing great. How are you?
Doing well. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you so much.
So listen, you know, this is your first teaching position. Give us a little backstory, a little history about you, your upbringing, and why you chose the field of education.
Yes, so I'm from Eastman, Georgia, and I just graduated from Georgia College and State University. Go Bobcats. My mom has been a teacher my whole life, and so growing up and watching her being a teacher and love on her students inspired me to want to go into this field. And I just think it's so exciting for any person of any age. They want to grow in their knowledge and their character, and so I wanted to be in a special place of influence as a teacher to grow with my students.
I know your mother is beaming with pride, isn't she?
She is. Today is her first day over in Dodge County, and so we got to have our first days together, so that was exciting.
Now, I'm sure she's giving you your pep talk. She's kind of giving you some do's and don'ts, right? What grade level does she teach?
She teaches 2nd grade.
2nd grade. So what were some of the pointers she gave you about being a teacher? I see, you know, our studio audience just so happens to be her 4th grade class. Hello, everyone. Oh, look at them. They sound like angels, okay? We're going to see how this year goes. But talk to us. What did your mom say to you to kind of give you that pep talk, that little, you know?
Right. Well, I think everyone knows on the first day of school, your main goals are to get them here, get to know them, get them fed, and get them home. So that was her biggest points for me, was to just get y'all in here and love on y'all today and have a great first day. And
Look at that. And, you know, you always, if you've got a really good teacher, or if you've got a really bad teacher, you're going to remember them. And, you know, this 4th grade, I love my 4th grade time. Of course, I was at Northwest Lawrence. But, you know, just at this age. Now, how old is this age? I need to know, how old is this age here?
10 years old, most of you.
How old are you guys? 8, 10, 9. So this age range is from 8 through 10. And so for you, coming in here the first day, what is your teaching style like? Because I know you said you love on them.
Right.
But how do you get these kids to really buy into what you're teaching and to have that discipline and that structure in that classroom?
Yeah, so a lot of I'm a facilitator of their learning, so they are in charge of their learning. I want them to take ownership over their learning, and I help them grow in the ways that they need to. A lot of positive reinforcement. We're going to spend as much time in this classroom as we will in our own homes, so we want this place to feel like home and feel welcoming and homey. So that is my goal, is that we become a family this year and that we work together and support one another and our goals here in 4th grade.
I love that. And, you know, your room looks great. I see you've got a lot of interesting things on the wall. So these kids are going to get to learning around here, aren't they? And now for you getting acclimated to Southwest Lawrence, the Little Raiders, how was that for you with pre-planning and meeting your team? And
Oh, it's been awesome. I have so enjoyed getting to know everyone, including my co-teacher, Miss Heather Clanton. She's been super supportive. My team has been super supportive. As a first-year teacher and a first year in, Lawrence County, it's been nothing but love and support, so I'm so happy to be here.
Honey, you are with the best to ever do it, Miss Clanton. You really are. And so here it is, 2 wonderful educators coming together, the meeting of the minds, and making sure that this classroom, these kids have everything that they need to be successful.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, this is your state of education and speech that you could give to this class right here. What would you like to say to them? They're all ready to hear from you.
A speech of education.
No, baby. Listen, kids, you know, when you talk about bringing new teachers in, you've got teachers here at Southwest Lawrence that have been here for many years. They know how things go. A lot of these kids who started here from pre-K, you're here, you coming in here fresh, you know. What do you want to make sure that these kids know about you?
Well, I want to make sure that y'all know that I am here for y'all and for your needs. I want y'all to know that y'all can come to me and that whatever you're going through, good or bad, that we will celebrate together or we'll work through it together. But that when you're in here with me, you're ours, mine and Miss Clayton's, and we're here to support and love y'all.
Kids, are you okay with that? Yes. Are you okay with that? Yes. Very good. Miss Leslie, so proud of you.
Thank you.
You know, we're excited to have you a part of the Southwest Lawrence Team Lawrence family here with Lawrence County Schools. We know that you're coming from a mother, for one, who's ingrained things within you, and now here it is. These kids are going to basically take all of that, embrace it, and grow.
Yes, absolutely.
Anything else you'd like to share?
I'm just so excited to be here, and thank y'all for coming in.
And we're so excited to have you.
Yes.
First, fresh off the boat, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, my name's Chandler Gerard.
I'm Kyle Gerard with A+ Flooring and Construction. And here at A+ Flooring and Construction, we believe in teamwork.
Come let our team service you with flooring, construction, and garage doors.
So come shop with us at A+ Flooring and Construction at 371 Georgia Highway 338 or visit our website at aplusconstruction.biz.
Or give us a call at 478-676-2662. Thank you.
Badcock Home Furniture and More is your home store, where you'll find great savings on new living room sets, sofas, love seats, recliners, and more. Badcock Home Furniture and More has great savings every day on bedding and bedroom sets. Shop Badcock Home Furniture and More for a great selection of dining room sets, and save every day on electronics and appliances at Badcock Home Furniture and More, 1927 Highway 441 South in Dublin. Call 275-3144 for more information, or stop by and see Wendy and Tim Sumner or any of their friendly staff today at Badcock and More Home Furniture Store, where no credit is ever refused.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here in the classroom, the kindergarten classroom of Jessica Barlow, who is not new to the field of education, but she's a newbie when it comes to this Team Lawrence family. Hello and welcome, darling.
Thank you.
Give us a little history about you, Jessica. Tell us about where you come from, your family, where you went to school, and how teaching has been for you for 10 years, going into your 11th year.
Well, I was born and raised here in Cadwell, Georgia. I spent a good portion of my elementary years here at Southwest, at the old Southwest actually. I decided in about 3rd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and it was Susie Fountain that put that passion in me to start to want to teach. I graduated from West Lawrence High School in 2006. It took me a little while to get my degree. Started a family while I was going to school, was married, and finally got that accomplished. And I began my teaching career actually in Bleckley County. I've spent the past 10 years teaching kindergarten in Bleckley County, and we live in Cadwell, and so it was just time for me to be back home. So,
well, honey, welcome home.
Yeah.
So you're already true to being a Raider, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Jessica, you know, here it is. You spent the last 10 years in education. What has changed about you in the way that you teach? How were you when you first started?
I would say the one word that pops to my mind is patience. Each year is different, but each year is the same in a way. But I think that each year my patience and my ability to adapt to my students and their needs, it grows each year. So I get stronger each year with each group that I get.
And you say you've got a little one?
I do.
Talk to us about your little one.
Well, her name is Madeline, and she's here with me. She's in 1st grade. I actually have 2 older children, Hayden and Rylan, but they started their education in Blakely County. So they're going to stay.
Okay.
They're going to stay. They're 11th grade and 8th grade. So, but I have Madeline with me, so I'm going to get one Raider in there.
For sure, at least one Raider. You know, as we came into her classroom, you could hear her. She's going over the rules. She's making sure that she sets the foundation for these little ones. And so here it is. How important is that for you when you're first, you know, of course, that first week?
Right. You know, it's crucial to set that foundation and to let them know the rules and to honestly just for them to know the expectations that I have for them, how they're supposed to act, how we conduct our classroom. And I think that's what makes me the teacher that I am is setting those expectations so that they know.
And you know, at this age, kindergartners, third grader, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a school teacher. And so, girl, this has been ingrained in you, hasn't it? And so here it is. You had a teacher, Miss Fountain, who really like penetrated your life and your love for education. And so as we look around your classroom and we think about, okay, how this year is going to go for you, what are some of your goals for this class?
Really just to build relationships. Honestly, I was nervous about meeting my parents most of all. The children, put me in front of children all day long and I'm good to go, but it's the adults that I struggle with. And I really want them to understand that I'm a parent too. I have kids too, and we're all a team when it comes to their child's education. So we all have to work together. And so that's my goal for this year, is to build those relationships up with students and parents.
And you know, and I love that because it's so very important. And it's like when the parents buy in, you know, and it's about when you're building these relationships, establishing that trust. Because even though you're from Cadwell, this is your first time teaching here. And so, you know, you've got some parents, honey, that are going to be something. Is that a nice way of putting it? They're going to be something else. They're going to be something else. And so how many kids do you have here in the classroom? And are they in here the entire time with you?
Yes, I have 17, and they are in here with me the entire day. Other then go into rotation, which is like PE and classes like that. But yeah.
And then there's a new para in this room.
There is. Ms. Bailey Horn.
Who's camera shy. And just getting acclimated to a new school district and you know, getting all these rules set, you know, by the administrators and just kind of meeting that team and that pre-planning. What was that like for you with the transition?
Well, it's a complete mind shift. I'm going from 10 years of education being one way, and it's just a complete mind shift that it's probably going to be an all-year process for me. Even though I want to jump into it and I'm on board for everything and I just want to do it the Lawrence County way, but I have to show myself some grace, I think.
That's right. And if you don't, honey, it's going to be a long road. It's going to be a long road. And for you, girl, so you've been doing this a while. How do you keep yourself from not getting burnt out? Or what do you do to kind of still keep that light bulb shining?
I have to lay it down at the feet of Jesus. I do. I have to lay it down at him. I have to put it in his hands and know that this is his classroom, not mine. Because
this is what they call a heavy load, don't they? Anything else you want to make sure that we know about you? Because, you know, having the opportunity to meet the new educators here in our district is really something special, because this is that part of that building that relationship, building that rapport. And so for our viewing audience to be able to see you, some already know you, honey. But is there anything else you want to make sure that you share with us?
I'm just excited to be here. I'm humbled and I'm blessed, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here.
And we're so thankful that you chose Lawrence County Schools. Thank you for all the work that you've done in changing and transforming the lives to those young people at Blakely County. I know they miss you. When they see pictures on the internet, they're going to, oh, Lord, she gone. This is a real deal. She's gone. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
But we welcome you with open arms. We are ready to glean from you the things that you have learned and the things that you can actually teach, not just these young people, but your peers and all of us. So welcome to the team.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm ready to pour into the school that poured so much into me. So
beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a kindergarten teacher here at Southwest Lawrence, Miss Jessica Barlow. All right, we've got a new kindergarten paraprofessional with us, and who is also a graduate of West Lawrence High School. Morgan, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good to see you.
Yes, ma'am. Good to see you too.
You're all grown up now.
I know, I am.
She had to remind me. You had to remind me when you were in band. But see, you've grown up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. grown up a little bit.
We did the band interviews during the camps. You remember those?
You did my interview. I was the
my
section
Lord.
leader
Look
there.
at that. Look at that.
You
Now,
did my interview.
and look here. So, give us a little history about you. Tell us what you've been up to.
Well, I graduated from West Lawrence, like I said, and I got my bachelor's degree in psychology from Middle Georgia State University. So this is where I'm at now. Before this, I was working over at Reese Funeral Home. A lot of people back home know me from there.
You went from the funeral home to a kindergarten classroom.
Big
Girl,
change, but I'm excited. It's
this
gonna be a good change.
This is a resurrection right here.
I
isn't it?
know it's gonna be a good change.
And for you, deciding to even at this time in your life to work in the field of education, why? What was your motivation? And of course, and with kindergartners.
Well, I said I got my degree in psychology, and my whole life, my brother, he has cystic fibrosis, so we were in and out of hospital, so we'd see the child wing, and I really did a lot of work hands-on with kids. We did Boy Scouts growing up. I worked at a Boys and Girls Club for a little while over in Dudley, and I've always just kind of been kid-based.
Yeah.
I've loved kids. I love working with them. They're fun. They're fun to be around.
For sure.
But
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. After this, this is kind of my foot in the door. I plan on going forward and getting my master's degree in school counseling. So that's the direction I'm headed in.
You know what, Morgan? Here it is. Your love for what you do and how it is able to translate in the work that you do. Who has been your biggest influence or one of your biggest influence in education?
In education, probably my high school teachers. My high school teachers. I love them. I have a few specifics, Richard Horn and Mr. Ron Carson, all of them, Miss Jessica Horn, all of them. I love them.
And, you know, a lot of young people, choose fields outside of schools because of the fact that it can be a challenge.
It can be.
And here it is, honey. We come into this classroom. You ready for it, aren't you?
I try to be.
And getting acclimated to on this side of education, of not being the student, but being a paraprofessional, how has your transition been? Because there's been a lot of pre-planning, a lot of meetings, a lot of information. I mean, it's been an information highway for you. It's so much to kind of take in that it can be overwhelming. How has this been for you?
It's actually been really great. This is a great school system. This past week doing pre-planning, they have been awesome with meetings and stuff. I feel like I've been very informed. I know what's going on. Yep. If I have a question, I can ask somebody. It's been great. A great transition.
And let me ask you this. Now, did you go to Southwest Lawrence?
I did not. I went to Northwest.
Well, you come to the other side.
I know. I'm trying out the other side now.
And for you, when we talk about this often, about a teaching style or teaching philosophy, what is your style in how to reach these little ones right here and to make sure that they have everything that they need to be a success?
Well, every kid's different. I like to be more hands-on, more like, okay, well, what do you need? Because every child's different. Every child learns differently. Yeah. So it's more of just learning that child. What do they need? How can I help them? It's more of a hands-on.
And so when you think about that, ladies and gentlemen, is really grasping that concept that kids are different.
Oh,
and kids learn differently. And I think that now as educators, they're truly, truly seeing that. And education, there's so many things that have changed by it. And of course, now here it is. You're fresh, honey. You coming in.
I'm learning.
And then in your classroom, you've got someone who's been teaching for 27 years.
And she is awesome. I love Miss Marcy, Miss Matthews, as some kids know her. But I love her. She's been awesome. She has been the bomb to work with.
And that's how it is, especially when you think about your first position, and you want to make sure that you have a good experience.
Oh,
of course, this is just day one.
Well, she's great.
She is great. She is great, and so she's going to be able to coach you along the way and to help pick you up when you're down, and to make sure that you both are operating like a well-oiled machine.
Absolutely, and I think me and her are going to do well this year. Me and her, we have very similar styles.
I know you do. And see, what do you want to say to the parents out there of these kids, because they're entrusting them in your hands? And I know this morning a lot of them had a hard time getting out those cars and off those buses and clinging on to the legs of their parents. What do you want to say to them to make sure that they're rest assured that their kids are in good hands?
It'll get better. They'll come in and they're going to have a good year. They are in good hands, very good hands. We love them. We love to work with them. They're great. They're going to have a good time.
They're going to have a good time. Well, Morgan McDaniel, congratulations to you. We're glad to have you back into the fold. You're on the other side of it now, honey, in front of this camera like a grown woman.
I know.
And not a section leader.
No, far from that now.
Well, we're so proud of you. We're proud of the young lady that you've become. We know that there's only great things ahead, and we're glad to know that you represent Lawrence County Schools.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you.
Thank you, darling.
From humble beginnings with a desire to serve the Dudley community, Bank of Dudley has grown to 5 locations, serving Lawrence, Twiggs, and surrounding counties. Serving our community since 1905, the Bank of Dudley is looking forward to its 2nd century of community banking. Drop in today to any of our 5 locations: Jeffersonville, Dudley, East Dublin, Veterans Boulevard, and downtown Dublin. Bank of Dudley, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Hello, I'm Joy Shepherd. I'm the administrator of Dublin Health and Rehab.
Hey, I'm Dot Bailey. I'm Activity Director for Dublin Air Nursing and Rehab. I'd just like to say we have a super great activity department. If you'd like to volunteer, we have several churches in our community that help us out a lot. And if you'd like to be a part of that, please come out and give us a call or come out and visit, and we'd be glad for you to participate in activities.
My name's Laura Mullis. I work with Dr. Dennis Taylor. We manage our patients together here at Dublin Air. We do admissions for skilled care, and we do chronic care management for our long-term residents. He's been a medical director here for a long time, and we're in the facility at least 3 to 5 days a week for clinical management for acute illness and chronic illness and any problems that they have here. His mother, Dr. Taylor's mother, also was here, and my father-in-law is now here too. It's a facility that is a family, not only with work, but also with taking care of our loved ones. If you have any questions, you could always give us a call at Dublin Air.
Hi, my name is Linda Bailey, and I work here at Dublin Air Healthcare and Rehab, and I work in the Social Service Department. I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to come and take a tour of our facility if you are seeking placement for yourself or a family member. We have an excellent therapy department as well as excellent doctors and nursing staff. If you are interested in taking a tour, you do not have to have an appointment. Just feel free to stop by, and we have staff that are readily available to assist you.
There are so many people that change professions midstream, and some just kind of want to do a little something different. We've got Kayla Drew here, who is a nurse turned kindergarten paraprofessional. How are you?
I'm good.
Congratulations. We're glad to have you here.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
But girl, you got to tell us all about you because we need to hear this story.
Okay. I am Kayla Drew. I'm originally from the East Side. I was a nurse for 14 years, and during COVID, I decided that I wanted to make a change, so I started in Valdosta State. I'm pursuing my bachelor's in early childhood, and the opportunity to come here to Southwest opened up, and I immediately jumped on it. So,
Kayla, girl, this is crazy. 14 years as a nurse, and then all of a sudden, ding! I want to be in a room with a bunch of kindergartners.
It has been fun this morning.
Tell us about your family, because you're a wife and a mother too.
I am married to Chad Drew. We have 2 boys. We have Will, who is in the 6th grade, and Wyatt, who is in the 3rd grade this year. So
2 boys. So you have the district pretty much covered from the east side to the west side.
I sure do. My oldest, he's still in middle school at East Lawrence.
So tell us, was it easy for you to transition, and why was it easy?
It was very easy. My first day, I was super nervous, but everyone has been very welcoming and just made me feel right at home.
Well, honey, you're at Southwest Lawrence, baby. They don't play the radio around here. Well, actually they do, because they're on the walls. It is 90s themed. But just when it comes to making you feel like you're a part of the family. And I think that's a big thing with the pre-planning, and when you got new people coming in, it's like you're not young. You're not fresh off the boat, but you have jumped ship and you've changed your profession. And so what's beautiful here is that they were able to, and you're able to be a part of this team and building together.
Yes.
So what is it like for you? What is it like in the classroom? What kind of teacher are you? Are you easygoing?
No. I try to set the standard high, and then we'll kind of work our way down if we need to relax a little bit, but I try to make it fun for them, but make it a learning environment.
So this is your first day. What kind of, a lot of times when you're new at something, you kind of have these expectations, these grandiose ideas. Like, what kind of things you want to make sure that you do or accomplish in this new position?
I want to help Miss New out as much as possible. We have a full class this year, but I want to be her right-hand man and make sure that I'm helping her as much, and I'm learning too, so.
That Alicia New is in beast mode. She was also one of our E3 Teachers of the Year. She's so amazing. You couldn't be in a better classroom, honey.
Yes.
She gets the job done, and now here it is, you two are a team. And so when someone comes in that classroom, are they immediately, they're going to know it's structured?
They are. She has her rules, so she makes
And here you go, the sheriff, you coming in, the
Yeah.
deputy.
Yep. I'm learning along with them, so.
And Kayla, here it is, as a nurse, I mean, you have lived many years in taking care of people. And do you find that in that helping profession, that's helping you in this kindergarten class?
Oh, most definitely.
Girl, you're going to have so many, kiss it, make it better.
Yes.
You're ready for it, aren't you?
I am.
And then you got your little one right down the hall?
Yes.
Oh, my God. And so for you all getting ready, all y'all getting ready for your first day of school.
Oh, yes.
What was it like getting ready in that household?
It was very chaotic this morning. But my oldest, he's where he can take care of things on his own. So he got up, got it dressed, did his lunchbox. But my youngest was a little bit nervous. Yes,
And
Wyatt.
here y'all go, came in here together, ready to conquer the world.
Oh, yes.
What do you want to make sure that you say to the parents of those kindergartners to make sure that they know that they're in good hands?
I will love them like they're my own. They will be very well taken care of, and I'm just looking forward to watching them grow this year.
Girl, and we cannot wait to watch you grow.
Thank you.
So Kayla Drew and Alicia New.
Yes.
Oh my God, the dynamic duo, ladies and gentlemen. Making our rounds here at Southwest Lawrence, and then here it is right here, a 2019 graduate of West Lawrence High School. Hi, Carly.
Hey, Miss Pat.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You've grown up now. Talk to us, girl. Give us a little history about you, what's been going on in your life, your family, going into college, and then coming back to West Lawrence, to the Raiders.
Well, I graduated in 2019, like Miss Pat said, and I attended Northwest, was West Lawrence through and through all the way to my senior year. I've attended Dublin First Church of the Nazarene my entire life, and my husband's now the youth pastor there. So we're continuing to, be very involved at the church. I graduated, I started working at Classic Florist. I was there for 6 years, and they are very near and dear to my heart. But I love kids. I work with kids at church, church camps through the summer, and I just wanted to invest in them more than I was working at the flower shop. So that's why I'm here.
We're glad to have you here.
Yes.
Girl, you go to church with the superintendent.
I do. Yes.
I always like to call him Deacon.
Yeah, he might as well be.
For you, your love for kids and really wanting to come back here, transitioning from customer service and as a florist, how easy has that been, or what has been the challenge for you?
Oh yeah, so when I started working at the flower shop, I was very to myself, very introverted. I didn't want to speak to strangers. And so working with customer service, you have to do that. You have to be willing to say, hey, how are you, when they come in the door. And so with the kids this morning, it was super easy for me to say, welcome, how are you? Are you excited? So I think that's been the biggest
transition.
Yeah, easy transition, yeah.
Well, at this age, it's so impressionable. They're so impressionable. And once they fall in love with you, honey, they're holding on to your ankles.
Yes.
And you're a mom now. Oh my gosh.
Yes, I'm really excited, and I'm excited to take things that I learn here home to my children. When we have more kids, and you're able to just communicate with them, and learn here and take that home, and learn at home with my son and bring it here, and how I can communicate with each individual child.
For sure. Now for you, you know, this past week, the pre-planning, where you're having to, you know, step into some new surroundings, you know, stepping out into the deep. How has that transition been? Because I think that, especially here at Southwest Florence, they really try to make sure that you're fully prepared and that you feel the love. How's it been for you?
It has been awesome. I was super nervous, you know, working at my previous job for 6 years. I had established myself there. And so I'm coming in brand new, never been in the school system on this side of things. And they have been awesome preparing me with all the emails, all the information and meetings. It's
Blowing
been
you up.
awesome. Yeah.
The reminds.
Yes. But I love it. You know, they keep us informed and keep us very well prepared.
And you know, and that's what it's all about, because if you even have a desire to want to go into the field of education, your first time out the gate, you want to make sure, or it's important that you feel connected. And for you, coming in here and getting that connection and being able to glean from some who've been at this for a while, that's really good for you, isn't it?
Yes, it was huge. Yeah, with very good surroundings here.
And tell us about your husband, Austin Powell.
He's been mistaken for Austin Powers many times.
Many times.
Yes, so he started his career in the school system here at the same school as a parapro and moved on up to the middle school as a parapro. So he's been in the school system probably close to 10 years. Not quite 10 years, but he's near it, and he loves it. He's awesome with the middle schoolers.
And look at you, you've come to join him.
Yes,
so to
I
speak.
did. We'll be on the same schedule.
What do you want to say to your parents out there? Because as a new educator, you want to make sure that not only are you building the relationships with the staff and the other educators and these kids, but you also want to make sure the parents know that their babies are in good hands.
Yes, so they're going to be my babies too, and they're going to be well taken care of, and I'm so excited to invest in their education and to get to know them.
Spoken like a champion. Well, congratulations to you. We're so proud of you. We're thankful for how the road has led you back here. We know that you're going to bring a lot of excitement, a lot of wisdom, even in your young age, to the class, and you'll be able to help one another in this field of education, and you'll continue to grow, and we cannot wait to see that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Powell.